Hey everyone, Jason Shepard here of MzeroA.com, and we get to make left traffic a lot. After all, it is the standard traffic pattern. However, there's been a few times lately where you're coming into that Class Delta, that little towered airport, and they send you on right traffic, and you just feel out of place when making that right traffic. Well, I'm going to take you along for a flight with myself as we make a right downwind, right base, and turn to final, all on the right side of that runway. I'm going to show you guys how to kind of overcome some of these anxieties and difficulties when flying and dealing with non-standard traffic patterns.
All right, guys, Jason with you up in the cockpit. I have a funny feeling about this arrival. I have a funny feeling they're going to give us a right downwind for 3-6. How do I know that? Well, based on where we're at, based on the ATIS, they're landing runway 36. We're approaching from the northeast. I have a funny feeling we're going to get a right downwind. Now, right traffic tends to throw people off a whole lot, but let's verify we are going to get right traffic first before I get much further here. I'm going to go ahead and give Tower a call. Ocala Tower, Skyhawk 7159 Quebec.
7159 Quebec, Ocala Tower.
Morning, sir. 7159 Quebec, 6 miles to the northeast with information Delta, inbound full stop.
November 7159 Quebec, roger. Report the midfield, right downwind, runway 36.
Report midfield, right downwind for 36, 7159 Quebec, thank you. All right, report a midfield, right downwind for runway 36.
You want me to go to ground?
Just like we spoke about here. So, right traffic. It sounds so easy until you get in there and you do it, and everything's just kind of opposite. It makes your life a little bit difficult sometimes, and you've got to know your points. You've got to know your pattern. Before you can master right traffic, well, you've got to have your left traffic down cold. You've got to know the proper distance that I need to be from that actual runway. You need to time your turns a little bit differently. When you're sitting over here in the left seat, it's a very big right turn to make because you've got all this space. I feel the same way when I sit over here in the right seat and I make left traffic. It's just a very big turn to make. I've made it so many times, though, that I just get used to it. So when making right traffic, you've got to have your left traffic down cold before you can even start, and it just takes a little more planning, a little more precision on your part, and nothing, a little bit of time certainly can't hurt. So let's go ahead, let's do a before landing checklist. Good, seatbelts, good, everything's set, all lit up, good, good, good. Everything's all set. Before landing checklist complete, verifying on my checklist, before landing checklist complete. Still looking around for other aircraft. He told me to report.
59 Quebec, set position.
And final Quebec is 3.6 on the 45 to right downwind for 36.
59 Quebec, roger. Watch for a helicopter. Appears to be about 2 miles northeast, southeast bound to the hospital. Looks like he's about 1,000 feet.
All right, 59 Quebec, roger. We'll watch for him. We're up here at 2,000 feet still, so we'll just gradually come down and keep an eye out for him.
That's our Shanskare 1 is 2 miles. I've got the target on the TCAS to be looking for him.
2 miles?
We're at 1,500.
1,500, I'm past 3,000. I don't see him. Never good when you can't spot somebody.
Our Shanskare 1 has conflicting traffic in sight.
All right, he's got me. It still makes me feel a little bit better, but not a whole lot better. I'm just about to enter my downwind anyways. Oh, I got him. He's back behind me, no factor. And 59 Quebec has that traffic, no factor, and we're just about to enter that right downwind for 36. Sounds like he...
59 Quebec, roger. Thank you, and Shanskare 1, I copy. Wind check at the field is 030 at 5.
All right, we are established on that right downwind. I have to get us down here just a hair bit more. And it's all about, this is the same distance I would be if I was on the left downwind. I'm just on the other side of the airport. It's that simple. Where it's going to get a little tough here is making this right base and then making that right turn into a finals where it gets a little bit difficult. He still told me to report midfield, so I'm just going to report midfield. And 59 Quebec midfield right down 36.
59 Quebec, roger. Inside runway 36, clear land.
36 clear land, 7159 Quebec, thank you. Now, did I have to make that radio call? Well, he told me to report it. Although we kind of had a previous radio communication going on, I always err on the side of caution. If I'm on final and I'm thinking, did he clear me to land? I never hesitate to ask in that case. Beat my touchdown point, same thing's happening. Carb heat, power's coming back, 10 degrees of flaps, nothing too major. just like we always do, right? Same thing, I'm gonna fly it out for that 45 now. I'm gonna make my right base turn. Again, when you're sitting over here in the left seat, it's just a little bit of a bigger turn to make, and it makes it a little bit more difficult sometimes. We're coming up, I'm watching, I don't know if that camera, if you can see the runway back over that way, but I'm about 5 seconds away from being at that point here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make that right base. Already cleared us to land, no radio calls to make, nothing to report. I'm just going to continue to listen right here as I make my right base turn. Remember, never adding flaps in a turn. Waiting for wings level is what I'm waiting for. Now this is where it gets hard. If you're a student who struggles timing their turns, by timing their turns I mean from left traffic, making a turn to final, and you always overshoot or undershoot, well, right traffic isn't going to do you any favors. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult, but you've still got to work on timing those turns on through. So I'm watching, and I always try to time it where I can make a standard rate turn. I never want to be cranking it through the traffic pattern. So right about where I'm at now, I'm just going to make a nice gradual standard rate turn, just kind of right on through here as I make my approach. Just nice and shallow, all while keeping that nose coming down and everything else looking good. Just coming on through. Not rolling out too early, not rolling out too late. You see when you kind of, you might call it dragging the turn out. And I am dragging the turn out a little bit, but you can see when you drag the turn out like this, it makes your life just a little bit easier.
Clear to the south. Good day.
Because if you're, you can make adjustments as you're coming through in this case. We're looking good. I'm a little bit above glide path, but it's much easier to lose altitude than it is to get altitude back. Taking a look at the windsock, it looks like the reason I'm a little bit high is I kind of had a tailwind. I got a right crosswind, so I had a tailwind come through that base. I never really lost all the altitude, but everything else is looking good. Short final. Everything's looking great. We're coming in. Eyes looking straight ahead. Right traffic, not too big a deal. Of course, it all works out to the same thing. Straight ahead on final and greasing in that great landing. That is what you're looking for. So don't let right traffic intimidate you. In fact, I encourage you to go out and find an airport where you can do that at. I got a little bit of right crossing, like I said here, so I'm just holding it off. A little bit of right aileron in there, a little bit of rudder, and right down on center line. I can make this taxiway, and we're taxiing off. So guys, right traffic, I encourage you to get out there and practice it legally where it's purposeful, of course. So any questions, any comments, you guys know?
Alpha Tango, Ocala Tower, Roger.
You guys can leave a comment down below. So guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and most importantly, remember, good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. See ya.
Roger.
Hey there, if you think this video was good, you're going to love the over 400 other videos inside our exclusive members-only online ground school. Ground School Academy members enjoy weekly live webinars, mock check rides, and customized written test prep. Ground School Academy members not only have access to the #1 rated online ground school, but also the best guarantee in the industry. Pass your check ride or we'll pay for it. Visit groundschoolacademy.com to learn more and become an online ground school member today.